Welcome to RG Biology tutorial classes. Today our dealing topic is mouth and buccal cavity or oral cavity. Oral cavity. So, in this topic, first I would like to write some important terms that are related to mouth. How can we define the mouth? Mouth is a transverse slit or it is a horizontal or transverse slit, the slit or aperture, transverse slit or transverse aperture or opening that is guarded by upper and lower lips. Upper and lower lips. These lips are composed with a kind of voluntary muscles that are called as orbicularis oris. The lips surrounding muscles are called as orbicularis oris. These are a kind of voluntary muscles. These are voluntary muscles. And these lips externally composed with sebaceous gland and that are internally associated with serous glands. These are nothing but modified mucus glands. Modified mucus glands, and their secretions are watery like substance. Helps in lubrication part of food. Sebaceous glands functional role is secrete a kind of oils. So this is about the mouth related information. So mouth is a horizontal or transverse slit or aperture that is guarded by upper and lower lips, and these lips are composed with a kind of voluntary muscles. That muscles are also known as orbicularis oris. So this is the very important point for related to lips related muscle, and these lips are externally associated with a kind of glands that are called as the sebaceous glands, and that are internally supported with a kind of glands that are called as the serous glands. These serous glands are modified mucus glands, and these glands secrete a kind of water-like substance that is helpful for the lubrication of food material. So this is about the mouth. Next we are going to discussing about buccal cavity or oral cavity. So when we are coming to this buccal or oral cavity, this buccal cavity looks like this. And just observe this diagram. So this is upper and lower lips, the upper and lower lip part. And this upper and lower lips are appear like this. This is upper and lower lip. Next part is teeth. We can representing the teeth in the buccal cavity like this. So this is the teeth related structure. This is the upper lip and lower lip, and the gap between gums or teeth and lips or cheeks. This complete gap is called as a vestibule. Vestibule. Next, we are going to focus on tongue. This is the roof. This is the floor. The roof of oral cavity is guarded by palate. Palate. So this palate is differentiated into two types. These are the horizontal structures, and next structure is this is the hard palate and this is the soft palate. This is the roof part of oral cavity, upper part, and here we find out this is the tongue. This is the tongue, and this tongue is attaches with floor with the help of a kind of structure that is called as a lingual frenulum. Okay, lingual frenulum. And here some more kind of structures are also noticed. Those we call it as palatine tonsils, a kind of lymphoid structure. So now I would like to representing the teeth, how they are present here. So just I would like to give certain a kind of margin to here. So we can representing here the teeth by a kind of dental formula, that is 2 1 2 3. I can draw here teeth by using of this formula. So there are two incisors. There are two incisors are noticed. Next, one either side canines. Next, two more here either side premolars. 2 3 1 2 3. So also 1 2 3. These are premolars. So now I would like to draw here. These are the incisors. Pair of incisors. These are incisors. Either sides canines. These are canines. Canines. Next, premolars are these. These are two in number. The last three related to molar. So here a number of cups are noticed. in molars, cups are noticed, hence we can draw this like this. So these two are incisor formula, either sides 2 1 2 3. Formula is like this: 2 1 2 3 by 2 1 2 3. It is equal to, we can write like this: 4 by 4, 2 by 2, 4 by 4 plus 6 by 6, that is equal to upper 16, lower 16, 32. So brief formula is like this. Now here downward also we can draw the teeth like that only. So here this is incisor part, either sides these are the incisors. Later we can draw this canines, either side we can draw this canine. Next, premolars, 2 premolars. The rest of the 3, these are the premolars. So here we can draw this. These are the premolars. So this is about lower jaw part. So here also we can find out the cups like this. 3 to 4 cups are noticed here, right? This is incisor part, CC, premolars, and this is molar. Here these 3 are molar. And next, this is called as a oral cavity space. So let me discuss it one by one. Buccal cavity. Buccal cavity, roof of buccal cavity formed by palate. So this palate is differentiated into 2 parts, anterior one and this is the posterior one. Anterior one, posterior one. This part, anterior, it has, or it is considered as a hard palate. Anterior, so roof of buccal cavity is made up of with palate. So this palate is differentiated into anterior and posterior. Anterior palate, we call it as a anterior hard palate. Anterior part is called as hard palate, whereas the posterior one is soft palate. The hard palate bears horizontal ridges. It has horizontal ridges. That ridges we call as palatine rugae. Palatine rugae. And this palatine rugae helps in helps in keep holding the food, keep holding the food in buccal cavity during mastication, during the time of mastication. So it prevents slip out the food during mastication. So that is about the functional role of palate and rugae. So when we are coming to the soft palate, this is the soft one. So these are the hard horizontal lines. This is the soft one. This soft palate bears a hanging flap-like structure. So soft palate bears a hanging flap-like structure known as uvula. So this soft palate helps in swallowing the food after mastication. After mastication, this soft palate helps for the soft palate helps in swallowing the food into esophagus part or pharynx or related to esophagus. So this is the functional role of the hard and soft palates. So the roof of buccal cavity, especially this is the important bit. We are discussing right now about roof. So the roof of buccal cavity composed with palate. The palate is differentiated into two types: anterior hard palate, posterior soft palate. Anterior hard palate having with a kind of horizontal lines. That horizontal lines we call it as a palate and rugae. That rugae helps him to keep holding the food in the buccal cavity during the time of mastication. So when we are coming to this soft palate bears a kind of small hanging portion, so flap-like hanging portion, that is called as a uvula. So this soft palate and uvula both are helpful for the swallowing the food after mastication. So this is about the information that is related to hard and soft palate of buccal cavity or oral cavity. This is the roof of the oral cavity. Next, when we are coming to this one, floor of this buccal cavity. When we are coming to this floor of buccal cavity, this buccal cavity floor of buccal cavity is occupied by tongue. Tongue is attached to floor of buccal cavity with the help of a kind of ligamentous structure, flap-like ligamentous structure, that is called as lingual frenulum. So this is the upper part, roof. This is the lower part. Upper part palate is noticed. Lower part or floor we notice tongue. Tongue is attached to the buccal cavity or oral cavity with the help of a kind of ligamentous flap-like structure that is known as lingual frenulum. Lateral side we find out some more important structure. Those are, we call it as a palatine tonsils. So lateral side of buccal cavity we find out with palatine tonsils. So this is about Next, a space between teeth and lips and cheeks and gums, like this. So this is a kind of space we noticed. The total upper and lower lip and lateral sides of cheek, we find out a kind of space that is called as a vestibule. So what is mean by vestibule? Vestibule is a narrow space, a narrow space that is noticed between lips and gums and cheeks and gums. Okay, so cheeks and gums and lips and gums, or between teeth and lips, cheeks and gums, like that we can say. So this is the vestibule. Later, another important point is there, this upper lip and lower lip. Upper lip and lower lip both are connecting to the gum or oral part. Lower upper palate part, lower lingual part. So both are connected. Upper lip connecting to the roof of buccal cavity with the help of, this name is termed as a superior labial frenulum. So this is termed as superior labial frenulum. The next one, this lower lip, upper lip connecting to the roof of palate or gums with the help of superior labial frenulum. Lower lip connecting to the floor of buccal cavity with the help of inferior labial frenulum. Superior labial frenulum and inferior labial frenulum. So this is a hanging structure. This is called as a tongue, and this is called as a oral cavity. We already, next, the teeth are arranged like this. This is about mouth and buccal cavity or oral cavity. So this is the complete information that is related to mouth and buccal cavity. So what are the points we are learning? We are learned from this buccal cavity or mouth. I just briefly mentioned about these points, about this information very clearly. Just listen 5 to 10 minutes. So mouth is nothing but a transverse or horizontal slit. It is guarded by upper and lower lip, and this upper and lower lips are associated with a kind of voluntary muscles that are called as a orbicularis oris. These are a kind of muscles that are noticed in the lips. Next important point, the upper and lower lips outer side or external side, they are composed with a kind of sebaceous glands, and internally they are composed with a kind of glands that are called as serous glands. The serous glands are modified mucous glands. These mucous gland secretions are water-like substance. They are helpful for the lubrication or mastication of the food, like that. Next, the oral cavity, next, that is about the mouth. Next, buccal cavity or oral cavity is guarded by, it is differentiated into two parts of roof and floor. The roof of oral cavity having the palate, the palate is differentiated into two types, anterior one and posterior one. Anterior one is hard palate, posterior one is soft palate. So why it is anterior one is called as a hard palate? It has a kind of horizontal lines. That's why these lines are also called as a palatine rugae. They are termed as a palatine rugae. These are palatine rugae. This rugae helps in to keep the food in the oral cavity or buccal cavity during the time of mastication. So this is the soft palate. We could not find out any kind of horizontal lines, and this soft palate helpful for the swallowing the food after mastication also, and in mastication and swallowing of the food, both are both functions are performed by this. Next, it has a kind of a small hanging portion. This is called as a uvula. So this is the significant part of soft palate. And next, this hard palate, especially this rugae, are very well developed. Very well developed in carnivores. In carnivores. Next, this is about the palate. Then the floor is composed with a kind of tongue, and the tongue is attached to the floor of buccal cavity with the help of a kind of structure. This is called as lingual frenulum. Lingual frenulum. Lingual frenulum. Next, a space is present between cheeks and gums and lips and gums, that is called as a vestibule. So this is termed as vestibule. Vestibule. So next, when we are coming to this teeth representation, the teeth which are differentiated like a kind of dental formula, like 2, 1, 2, 3. So these are incisor part, either sides, canines. Next one is premolars. Next 2 pairs are premolars. Next 3 pairs are belongs to molars. Same way we can represent it here also. So these are incisors, canines, premolars, premolars, and lastly molars. So this is about mouth and buccal or oral cavity. Next class we are going to discussing about pharynx, and related to esophagus also we are going to finish that in next class. Thank you.